Hi, I'm Kurt Russell V. Vergara, BSECE third year student from BSCAST. I'm gonna lecture the Fourier series of halfway rectifier function. So let's start. Content review. This is the topics that I will going to tackle on this video. Let's start. This is the signal of half-wave rectifier. The first positive cycle will going to the output, but negative cycle will be cancelled out because of the diode of the polarity. First we will get the piecewise function of our signal. So from interval 0 to pi, the function is sine omega t because x-axis is in respect on omega t. The second interval pi from pi to 2 pi is 0. So that's why this is 0. So let's start computing. First, exponential form. This is our formula. So this is the terms on which switch the variable. So first, let's solve for C sub k. T is 2 pi because our signal repeats itself every 2 pi. So 2 pi will repeat. So that's why the fundamental period is 2 pi. So x of t is our piecewise function. So let's just substitute it. From 0 to pi, it is sine omega t times exponential term. From pi to 2 pi, it is 0. So we can just cancel this term. So we will just going to integrate this term. We can integrate this by integration by parts. So we all know that integration by parts is uv times v du. So just get du and get v from these two equations. So we will get this term. Next, we will again use the integration by parts in computing this term that has cosine omega t. So again, doing the by parts, we will come up on this equation. Notice that our original function appears on our solution. So for us to solve this integral, we can just transpose this to the left side of the equation for the solution to not be redundant. So just as I said, the function is the same, so just add the constant or the coefficients, which is this one, and dividing both sides of the equation to the coefficient so we can get the final integration. For us to compute this easily, make these two terms in just one fraction. So that will become j squared k squared over 1 plus j squared k squared. Next, we can distribute this numerator because we can cancel out. So our integral is done. So next, we'll just going to substitute that to the original equation of C sub k, which is this one. So substituting it, our C sub k is this one. If you if you if you um if you distribute j squared k squared to these terms, j sub k will be cancelled out, pero merong natitirang jk sa numerator. But this term, j squared k squared will be cancelled out. So this is our c sub k. Next, let's substitute omega, which is 1. J squared is -1 because we all know j, the imaginary number is square root of -1. So if you square it, the answer will be -1. So substitute first omega in j squared. Substitute j squared, omega. Oh, this should be 1. Omega. So next, um, substitute the time interval with respect to t, pi and 0. So sin pi is 0, cosine pi is -1. So negative times negative is positive. Sin 0 is 0, so this will also be cancelled out. And cosine 0 is 1. So our c sub k will be e raised to negative jk pi plus 1 over 2 pi 1 minus k squared. So in solving Fourier series, it is important to know if the equation is odd or even. So that's why we will going to use Euler's formula. Euler's formula is this one. This is the Euler's formula. Additionally, cosine pi k is equal to -1 raised to k and sin pi k is equal to 0. So by solving this Euler's formula, e raised to negative jk pi is equal to -1 raised to k. So in determining if it is odd or even, we will substitute values of k. In odd numbers, just use the smallest odd number, which is 1. So substitute 1 to all variable of k. The answer will be 0. So it means if k is odd, c sub k will be 0. On the other hand, if k is even, we will use 2 as the value of k. So again, substituting it to the expression of c sub k, we will have a non-zero value. So therefore, our c sub k is an even function or an even expression. So c sub k is 1 over 2 pi times the summation of -1 raised to k plus 1 over 1 minus k squared. That is if k is even from -2 to infinity. So next, we're going to compute for c sub naught. Let me erase this. C sub naught, c naught rather, is 1 over t integral of x of t dt. So again, just substitute the fundamental period and the piecewise function. So we will going to get this. Cancel out this term because it is just 0. integrate sign, the answer will be -1 over omega cosine omega t from 0 to pi. So factor out omega and substitute it to its value, which is 1, and substitute the time interval. So cosine pi is -1. Cosine pi is -1. Negative times negative is positive. So this is +1. Cosine 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's why this is 2 over 2 pi, which is equal to 1 over pi. So we have the value of k, we have the value of c sub k and c naught. So we will just going to substitute it to the exponential form, which is this one. So our exponential form will be 1 over pi plus 1 over 2 pi, sum of all, -1 raised to k plus 1 over 1 minus k squared e raised to jk omega t. So that is our exponential form. Next, the trigonometric form. This one is the formulas that we will going to use in solving the trigonometric form. First, we will get a naught and a sub k, then b sub k. So a naught is just equal to c naught, so a naught is equal to 1 over pi. In getting a sub k and b sub k, we will use this form. So first, just substitute the value of c sub k. We all know that our c sub k has no term consisting imaginary numbers, which is